Hey guys, it's Miss Austin here with another lesson on multiplication using word problems. So some things I wanted to remind you all first is that you need to remember your cube strategy, which is something that we use every time we're using or looking at word problems. So the very first part is to circle the numbers in the question. Any numbers that are important, you want to make sure you circle the information. You want to underline the question, box in keywords that is going to help you solve your problem, eliminate crazy answers, and information. I need to put that in there. /info. Sometimes we don't need all that information that's in our questions. And then the last part is S, which is to solve by working out your problem, or you can also draw a picture. So that being said, I'm going to move this over here and let's take a look at some of our keywords for multiplication. So our multiplication keywords are times, in all, product, which remember a product is the answer of a multiplication problem, area, which is length times width, whenever we're talking about shapes, length times width, multiple, multiplied by, each, which each is one that, let's go ahead and put a little star by it because you will be seeing each a lot whenever you're working with multiplication. Twice, if you see a problem and it says twice, that means you're doing it 2 times. So if it says he saw 47 movies twice, then you would multiply 47 2 times. Factor, which is one of the numbers that is in a multiplication problem, and then altogether, which we want to find out what the answer, which is how much do we have altogether. So that one's also in all, and altogether are also in addition. But enough of that. These are just some cheat sheets to remind ourselves of what we're going to do. So I'm going to put those to the side. And we're going to take a look at our very first multiplication question. So this one says, Joe does 3 loads of laundry each week. He buys the largest box of detergent, which lasts for 114 weeks. How many loads of laundry did Joe do with that box of detergent? So thinking back to my cubes, I know that I need to, I don't think that's going to fit. So what I'm going to do is right over here to the side, C-U-B-E-S. I know I need to circle my numbers. So 114 sticks out to me. Is there any other numbers that are in my word problem here? I'm going to read it again and maybe it'll jump out at me. Joe does 3. So this one is in word form rather than standard form. 3 loads of laundry each week. He buys the largest box of detergent, which lasts for 114 weeks. How many loads of laundry did Joe do with that box? I don't see any other numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and check off that I circled my numbers. U means to underline the question, and my question is down here. How many loads of laundry did Joe do with that box of detergent? So we want to know how many total loads of laundry did he do. So that's going to be figuring out all of this together. And then box keywords, and our keywords are what we looked at on this. And I see the word each, so I'm going to put a box around that each. That tells me that I'm going to be multiplying, or whenever we move on, we could be dividing. But so far, we want to know in all, so that means we're multiplying. Any other keywords? How many? And week, so each week for 114 weeks, and I think that's pretty good there. So we've underlined our question, we've boxed in keywords. Is there any information I need to eliminate, or do we need all of that? And actually, we need all of that, and there's no answer choices for me to eliminate either. So now we're on to solve our answer. So what I need to do is whenever I'm working with with multiplication, I must always put my biggest number on top. So looking at my number, I have 3 and I have 114. So I know that 114 is way bigger than 3, so I'm going to come down here and write 114 times 3. And this is the standard way to set up a multiplication problem. So Miss Elise in lesson 5 told y'all how, or reminded you guys how to multiply with 4 digits by 1 digit and 2 digits by 2 digits. So this is a 3 digit by 1 digit, but I think you can understand if I were to just add one more. So the way we do this is we need to circle our numbers. So 4 times 3, if I don't remember, I can always do that hashtag 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, and we're done, right? 33, 36. Sorry if that lagged a little bit. So we want to know what 3 times 4 is. So 3, we know we're in our 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm going to bring down my 2, carry my 1. Now I'm going to do my turtle head. 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3, but I also have this plus 1 up top. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then our last number, 3 times 1 is 3. We know that. There's nothing to add up here. So my answer is 342 loads of laundry. And that's it. There's my answer. Okay, so that's working with multiple digits by 1 digit. But let's take a look at if we have more than 1 digit by another digit. So here I have the problem of Kelly has 36 bags of pennies. Each bag weighs 15 pounds. LBS is short for pounds. That's the abbreviated version. So we want to know how many pounds of pennies does Kelly have altogether in all. Okay, so same thing as last time. I need to do my cubes, which is to circle the numbers. So I see 36 bags of pennies. Each bag weighs 15 pounds. So 36 and 15 are uber important to me, super duper important. And I know that I am going to be multiplying. Oh, let me not get ahead of myself. What's my question? I just circled my numbers. I need to underline my question. How many pounds of pennies does Kelly have altogether in all? We want to know how much total she has. So we underlined our question and we need to box in keywords. Keywords from our keyword blank here, we have each and how many. How many tells us we want to know how many altogether. There's not any information that I can eliminate. That's all pretty important. I mean, we don't really care about her name or what bags she has things of, but we're good. We don't have to eliminate anything. Now we're ready to solve. And we know that each means we're going to be multiplying. So here I have 36 times 15. 36 bags times 15 pounds. That means we are going to find out how many pounds. Oops, that was a keyword. Pounds we have altogether. Okay? So remember, this is a 2 digit by 2 digit, which means we have a couple steps here. So first we need to take 5 times 6, and this is going to get a little crazy. I might need to change it up a little bit. So 6 times 5, if I don't remember my multiples of 5, I can always come over here, do my hashtag 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and so on. But we only care about filling in our hashtag. So 5 times 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 times 6 is 30. I'm going to drop my 0 down, carry my 3. Now I'm going to move on to 5 times 3. 1, 2, 3 is 15. But don't forget, we have this plus 3. 15 plus 3, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm going to write that 18 there. Now, I'm not done yet. I'm done with my 5. There's nothing else for me to multiply by, but I need to do something with this 1. So I'm going to drop a 0 in the place value of 1. We're in the 1's place value here. We now need to move to the 10's place value. That's why place value is super important, because we use it all the time. So now I'm ready to do 1 times 6. Remember, you always want to go back to the ones place value and then the tens. We know our ones really good. 1 times anything is itself. So 1 times 6 is 6, and then 1 times 3 is 3. Last part is to add all of this together. So 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 6 is 14. 3, 4, 5. So 540 pounds of pennies is what Kelly has. She has 540 pounds. Okay, so that's all there is to multiplying in our word problem. So if you have any questions, please make sure you reach out to me. I'm here to help you. And I hope y'all have a great day of learning. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.